to part 2. So we'll look at number 2, which says that why do you look for God? You need to know why you are looking for God. Alright? If you don't know why you are looking for someone, you might not get answer to what you are looking for. You understand? So you can ask yourself, why do I look for God? Is it because of my needs? Is it because of what I need, such as house, cars, job, money, children, wife, husband, fruit of the womb? Are these the reasons why you are looking for God? If these are your reasons, it's not bad for you to look for God with these reasons. It's not bad at all. But you need to first know Him. If you don't know Him, how will you relate with Him better? So before you have these reasons, fine, you can have these reasons. But before you ask somebody something, you need to know the person. For example, you know your mom, you know your dad, right? So what are your reasons for asking these things? And then if you did not get it, you say, God did not answer my prayers, which means you either get yes or no, right? So let's look at Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10. I'm not going to read it all, but I want you to do a reading by yourself and study it. Verse 10 says, "You yourselves are my witness, declares Yahweh, and the servant whom I have chosen, so that you may know and believe me and understand that it is I. No God was formed before me, and nor will be after me." So if you read further, God is saying He is the only God. So you need to know Him as the only God. You need to know Him as your Father. So why do you look for Him? Why do you ask things you ask? So let us look for God and let us know Him. Which brings us to number 3. Number 3, I need to know God. You don't know Him. That is why probably you get angry and you run away and you stop praying and you stop going to church because you don't know Him. So you should ask yourself or say to yourself, I need to know God. I need to do what? To know God. Because if you don't know Him, you will not be able to relate with Him very well. That is why I want us to look at Isaiah 43, verse 1 to 5. Verse 1 to 5. So when you look at 43, you say, "And now, thus says Yahweh, He who created you," Jacob. You cannot say yourself now. Call your name. For example, Alenjo or Alex. "Who formed you, Israel? Do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. Should you pass through the fire, should you pass through the water, I shall be with you. Or through rivers, they will not swallow you up." Read it yourself. Read further. I will stop here. So God is saying that is who He is. He is your Father. He is my Father. He is our Father. So we must know Him first. I want you to do Bible readings by yourself. You can go to Titus chapter 3. Titus chapter 3. That is the letter of St. Paul, Apostle Paul to Titus. Read chapter 3 and see the reason why you need to look for God. You need to know Him. Then you can look for John chapter 3 verse 16. You know that is a popular verse. God so loved the world and so on. So read it yourself and understand it. Why you need to know Him. So when you know Him, you can now be able to what? To love Him and form a personal relationship with Him. Just like that of a father and a child. A mother and a child. That will bring us to part 4. I need to love God. You need to love God. And why you need to love Him. So let's move on.